Hello? Hello, gorgeous. All right. It looks like I'm live. It looks like my connection might be a little funny, but hello, gorgeous. Hello. It's Bex. It's Tuesday. It's time for another Tune Up Tuesday where I support you in tuning your heart to the frequency of love. Yes, God. So I would love to hear who's on the line. Drop me a hello in the box below. If you're on mobile, you can tap the heart button a bunch of times and send me a whole stream of hearts. It's super fun to engage and connect and hear from you in that way. So awesome. Welcome to another Tune Up Tuesday. Today we are talking about a huge concern with the women in my community: how to break the cycle of attracting not good enough men. Ugh. So just first, by a show of hands, I would love to see or hear from you if this is an issue for you, if you are a smart, driven, ambitious, accomplished woman who just keeps on attracting men who are less than extraordinary. I know that was a big issue for me when I was attracting Nick into my life. This is a big concern for many of the women in my community, and I would love to hear from you. So even if you're catching this on the replay, drop me a comment in the box below. Let me know what you struggle with. So it's so fascinating to me, this correlation, and it rings true for me. It rings true for the women that I serve. When we are attracting not good enough men, and there's a cycle there. There's a pattern of like one after the next, is just not good enough, just not showing up, not matching our intellect, not matching our accomplishments, not matching our vision of the world, our outlook on life, like in a big way, right? And so there's this judgment that we place on these men that they're not good enough for me. Okay, and sister, let me just align with you here for a moment, because that was totally me many, not that long ago. It really wasn't that long ago. It was just several years ago. But I can very clearly remember thinking like, that guy's just not good enough for me. And it wasn't that I was totally full of myself. It was just I was very, very much aware of what I brought to the table, what I offered. Now, here's the kicker, though, because the underlying current of this being reflected in your love life is actually self-sabotage. And it's this judgment that we place on men not being good enough is a reflection of our own judgment of ourselves not being good enough. Now, stay with me, because you might be like really accomplished. You might have, certain establishments in your career. You have done amazing things in your life. And so you might be like, well, Bex, I don't get that. Not being good enough isn't, that's not something that really holds me back. But here's the thing, is that this not good enough is such a sneaky voice. And this is the voice that, whether consciously or unconsciously it's coming up for you, that's the voice that's keeping love from you. That's the voice that's keeping love from even entering close to you in the form of like a quality man. Even if he's not your guy, but just a quality guy. And if those guys aren't even showing up for you, then I want you to peel back some layers and start paying attention to this voice, because like I said, she's really sneaky, and here are some of the ways that she shows up. So you might just kind of tune in and ask yourself, do any of these circumstances resonate for me? So when we're in that space of not enough, either consciously or unconsciously, she shows up, every time you, let's say, as an example, anytime you skip a yoga class to work late and make a little headway on your launch. Okay, as a business owner, like, I know for sure I have sacrificed my own time for self-care, my own time for my movement practice to make a little headway, or to like get a jump on, or to move the needle forward on a project or something like that. So anytime we're squeezing ourselves out for the purposes of work or, kids or whatever, this is an example of our not enough driving, our not enough voice. So here's a few other examples, and just throw me some hearts or drop me some comments in the box below and let me know if you resonate with any of these examples, okay? So, anytime you take on yet another commitment because you don't want to disappoint your community or someone in your life. You don't want to disappoint somebody, so you say yes, even though perhaps maybe you should be saying no because your plate is already really stretched. Okay? Holla, that's me. I do that, and I know that that's my not enough little girl Becky inside of me driving. Okay? And if you guys aren't familiar with my work, I call those fear-based voices, for me, I call them my Beckys. Okay? And that's a whole other live stream that I'll do for you guys. Okay, anytime you go for a run because you're afraid of losing your physique instead of acquiring the feeling of feeling healthy, feeling strong, feeling body nourished. Okay, so whenever your fear is driving you, like I don't and again, like I can identify with, like I want to make sure that I fit into my clothes, or I want to make sure I'm not gaining weight, so I'm gonna go for a run. Instead of like, I want to make sure that I feel really strong and healthy in my body, so I'm gonna go for a run. Or whatever, insert your own kickboxing or CrossFit or whatever it is that you do for physical exercise, okay? Anytime you overestimate what you can do in an hour, in a day, or in a week, okay? Anytime you're like, over-promising, making promises that just don't fit in the amount of time that you've estimated for. It's another example of your not enoughness driving, okay? Anytime you compare yourself to your friends who have incredible relationships, but you still don't. Comparison, okay? Whenever you're comparing yourself to any other person, that is also an example of your not enoughness driving. Anytime you say yes to a date because you think you should go instead of checking with your heart first. Again, another example of your not enoughness driving. So you can see how this not enoughness is a super sneaky voice that has a tendency to like hop in the driver's seat and go. But the thing is that, like I said, that is truly the part that is not allowing love in, that is attracting not good enough men, is because we're telling ourselves that we're not good enough, that we're not enough. And for all my ladies out there, for you, gorgeous you, who've been programmed to do, overachieve, outperform, shine, like dig deeper, this is an undercurrent. And the reason why I know this is because I have this too, which is why I am so happy to hop on a call with you and talk about how I can serve you in healing this not enough voice. And the thing is, like, she's part of our ego. That's going to be with us for life. So it's not about sweeping her under the rug or kicking her out of the car, but it's about how do we continue on our journey with her in the car, buckled up safely in the back seat, so that you, the queen, can really drive the ship, drive the car to the love, the extraordinary relationship that you desire. All right. So here's the deal. This not enough, this not good enough is so sneaky. I want to support you in breaking through to really handling her and healing her. And, so that you can recognize when she's showing up and have that dialogue and really, have the tools to come back into your empowered self, come back into your queenly self, so that you're on your next steps and you're really starting to tweak your energy, tune your heart magnet to the frequency that's going to attract high quality men into your life. Men who are so amazing and more than enough, like beyond extra. Okay. As a side note, I gotta be hip, right? And I'm trying on extra. I'm trying on the word extra because it's kind of fun, right? It's like, but beyond extra, because this is what I believe. I really believe that, in our manifestation process, and we're talking about, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have, the extraordinary love of my life and my wildest dreams have come true. This is something even better. That's a manifestation process that Mary Morrissey teaches, Les Brown teaches, and I'm students of them. So that's what I teach. Matt Boggs teaches that. And I just love the idea of beyond extra, beyond that wildest dream, beyond, because I know that that is absolutely possible. Whenever I have worked my manifestation powers and worked my manifestation tools in my life, and I've received from those practices, I have always received that even better, that beyond extra, right? Which is like the allowing God, the universe, to work its magic on your vision and being able to receive like what is just so beyond our limited human imagination, right? We're creative beings, but not quite as creative as the infinite source energy, right? Okay, I'm going off on a tangent with that beyond extra, but here's the deal. Bottom line is that if you are attracting less than extraordinary men, if you're attracting men that you are deeming not good enough, not good enough, not good enough, it's an opportunity to look inside and check your own inner dialogue, your own inner conversations of where you're saying that to yourself. All right, and if this is something that you would like support with, this is part of the journey that I offer women in a year-long Your Majesty group coaching program. The doors are open still for just a couple more weeks. I still have some seats left. So if you would like to have a conversation about how a coaching relationship could be the very thing that shifts your energy to attract your extraordinary soulmate, then I want to talk with you, okay? I am going to drop a link in the comments section below. You can book a call with me. There's a short application for you to fill out when you do that. Here's the deal. This call is absolutely for the women who are beyond extra ready to make lasting transformation. So it's not like it would be a nice to have, but it's like I am absolutely ready. Like whatever it takes. This is my breakthrough this year. This is top priority, and I'm ready to do what I need to do to attract my extraordinary love. It's also for women who are high achievers, high performers, women who are really in their masculine energy, who are focused on doing and success and performing and, like I was saying before, the doing, the overachieving, when things aren't working, we tend to buckle down, dig deeper, and do more, okay? So if that's you, this is for you, okay? Because your love attraction process, your love attraction journey is about getting out of your head and getting into your heart, shifting those not enough conversations into, I am so enough. I am beyond extra enough. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay? So I love you so much. Thanks so much for tuning in. I welcome your questions. Drop them in the comments section below. And if you have something that you're struggling with that you'd like me to address on a Tune-Up Tuesday, you can also drop that in the comments section below. And I will see you here next Tuesday for another Tune-Up Tuesday live stream. I love you. Bye.